Thank you. Ever since I was a little kid, I have been fascinated by the power of characters. Growing up with the species shape-shifting teens of Animorphs, the tragedy of Lemony Snicket's Baudelaire orphans, and Final Fantasy heroes fighting against the extinction of their planets, I had access to an endless world of stories that wove in and out of each other in my imagination. Stories help us explore other worlds. When our heroes win, we get to win. And if I could choose an archetype that I most identify with, it would definitely be a detective. A detective gathers wildly confusing parts of a mystery and synthesizes these clues in a way that exposes the truth. In my hometown of Stockton, I've been talking to people, gathering their stories to pinpoint what's wrong. I feel like a detective, trying to piece together the puzzle of what's going on politically, economically, ecologically, sociologically, not only in Stockton, but here in California, in order to generate conversations about how disconnected and interdependent communities rely on each other. It has been a daunting experience to try to solve a mystery in which I am a part of. Investigating this mystery requires exploring and evaluating patterns. Stockton is a community on the urban periphery of America. Its sprawling streets, its diversity, a blessing and a curse, its hardships of poverty and layers of struggle, unavoidable. But it's also a resilient community full of raw energy and diverse people working tirelessly to unearth the beauty in Stockton that deserves to be nurtured. I am extremely grateful to be nourished by a constellation of mentors and inspiring human beings from my hometown and beyond. And I've had to ask myself, what are the patterns I've seen that can make positive social change? From using arts as a means to engage difficult topics, to forming a citywide radio station for challenging dialogues, from strengthening urban renewal to intergenerational collaborations, the patterns of people's intentions are clear. From all the roles that we collectively play, our community is actualizing change across a mosaic of efforts. The reason why I started this work is because I was fighting a local fight. I realized that to understand the story and characters of Stockton, I had to expand my framework. California's drought crosses city and county lines. Stories of water scarcity, privatization, and contamination are found everywhere in the world. Our story is not only about what's happening here and now, but it's also about a larger context. In this, I ask all Californians in the audience to go to restorethedelta.org in opposing the Twin Tunnels project. It will destroy my home, devastate the state for corporate gain, and threaten the water source of our national food supply. The public comment period ends October 30th. Again, that website is restorethedelta.org. I want you to know that I still struggle with self-defeatism. And some days I feel the thickness of ambivalence in the work that I do. That I've been through times where I thought that I was putting energy into the wrong places and spreading myself too thin for an uphill battle. And you know what? It's okay to feel these things. Honor confusion, engage in the discomfort and the despair, the messy and the maze-like. Our scars remind us of the resilience of being alive and thriving beyond our wounds. It is a symbol of our power. endless gratitude to the fierce determination of Restore the Delta in being guardians of these vital waterways, our lifelines. I hold the same gratitude for the Beehive Design Collective for its healing force as an international storytelling tool for change. Without either, I would not have had the mechanisms for understanding the details and the dynamics. And I'm learning that acknowledging your mistakes is a much better use of your time. Hope has never given up on me, and I have no intention of giving up on it either. And know that I am diving full force into solving this mystery. Thank you.